Hello again. Seems I'm live. I hope I'm live. Weird. Not a very good picture. It is what it is. Happy Thanksgiving. So I've been toying with the idea of doing a video for a long time, and because the computer, not even trying to attempt it, and even now, even though I thought it was in a better working order, it still took a while to get sorted. But I thought, it's similar to Christmas or New Year to wish someone well at a specific time. Although, your Thanksgiving, um, there are some people who don't appreciate it. The majority do. Not sure of the exact roots, apparently. Hi, Larry, how's it going? Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you. Not 100% sure of the roots of the Thanksgiving because obviously there's that major one with the 19 natives, and some people allude to that, some people allude to the others. There's Samuel Adams' proposal, which says December 18th, I think, so that's nothing like November. And some people refer to the harvest, some people refer to the voyage, surviving the hardships, etc., etc. Lots of different reasons for um, Thanksgiving. But in all of that, there's peace. People celebrate the fact that there was peace. Some celebrate, God giving them the bounty that they have and those sort of things. So different people celebrating it for different reasons, but behind it all is, being able to survive and being, one race, as it were. So I couldn't quite pinpoint the reason for um, Thanksgiving as it was, other than, you know, peace was at the heart of it. And, I couldn't work out, like, November's not really a crop month. It seems like it would have been earlier, but I don't know. I don't understand it. But I do wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And I don't really want to be on too long because I know that Ben has to do the update for, Charlotte Fun, Epic Fun and Answers, which, I have to admit I'm looking forward to, along with David. So it seems very quiet within the chase community. A few people put out the odd video here and there. Some people putting out probably not abstract information, more not the usual information that they, which seems good in a way, but also scary because it's not what I've come to expect from certain people. Whilst we believe, me and David believe, that things are nearer to the end, and memory. So Forrest wrote in his book, "Can I make it happen the way that it's supposed to be?" And going to a place where even memory hasn't been. This was about Forrest talking about his spot, whether the finder would know why it was special and stuff like that. And I would assume that the finder would appreciate the meaning behind all of what Forrest had been saying or alluding to within the chase. And You know, from my viewpoint, I see a lot of people's answers within the structure of the language that's used, the words that have been used. I see those sort of answers. You know, I see a parking lot, which, not trying to detract from Dave, but trying to find a spot within that is a parking lot. Trying to find a spot within that is the Holy Grail. Trying to find a spot within that is the park. Trying to find a spot that you're supposed to be looking for are all these different answers because of the words that are used. And it's easy to agree with everybody because, as I've said before, everybody's right. Everybody has an answer that Forrest already knows. So if that's the case, are we looking for something different? Or were we looking for something different, I should say? I came into the chase believing that there were some very, not very evil, not even shady, well, greedy, just greedy. Greedy people who were short-sighted and were saying, bad things about Forrest and about the chase. And not that Forrest needed sticking up for, I don't think, but, I wanted to, whilst I was saying things in chat, I wanted to try to prove to people that, if you spent the time and listened, then you might find that all these bad things that you're saying about Forrest is not true. But as time went on, it was easier to believe that this was meant to happen, that these bad things were meant to be said, that these things were done in order to make it happen, to put that much chaos out there, that it was difficult to know fact from fiction, and therefore difficult to track down, the real event that was taking place. Hey Redneck, happy Thanksgiving, if you celebrate Thanksgiving. I mean, for me, I always thought that Thanksgiving was your sort of Christmas, and it's obviously not. So, more for me for not paying more attention. And I think it's because of the turkey, associating turkey with Christmas is, what I think of over here. And hearing that you use turkey for Thanksgiving was, me believing that your Thanksgiving is Christmas. I paid much, attention to Thanksgiving, but obviously found out a bit more information and still none the wiser of the exact reason. There are many reasons given and different places from, where it started, different presidents doing different things and, changing it to the fourth Thursday of the month, which, unless it's thank Thor's Day, I don't understand why it has to be a Thursday, because if you're just giving thanks, then that thanks could happen on the same day, the same date every year. It doesn't have to be a Thursday, so why it was stipulated to be a Thursday, I'm unsure. And why Samuel Adams said December the 18th in his proposal, which ends up being November, 4th Thursday. So I'm unsure as why you have Thanksgiving. But I do believe, it's a good thing, and I wouldn't mind something like that here, because any reason for people to be at peace with each other and having a good time is always a good reason. Yeah, so something like that here would be good, just to let people know that we're all one race and we should all get along. Hey Amy, happy Thanksgiving to you. I saw information that says that things are going well for the young ones, so that's good news. But where was? Oh yeah, so if something like that happened here, I'd be quite happy in that sense. And plus the fact people, I don't know, you do get the day off work, don't you? Because it's a federal holiday apparently, so all good in that sense. Going forward in the chase, some believe there will be answers, and some believe that it's all rubbish, and some are just hoping, praying that this is the impression I get, that they're correct, their soul is correct, and it's hard to know who is really searching, who is part of making it happen. Me and Davey talk, well, it's been going on for nearly 4 years now, about events that have happened and events that potentially will happen. Not potentially, they will happen. They will happen. And that is only a matter of time. And speaking to Davey, I talk about this has to be a point in time that Forrest has that memory. And at that point where memory has not, then that must be the point that we're waiting for. And I say potentially, but I believe that with all my heart, that at the point of the memory that is made, that is the point that we are waiting for. And not necessarily what Forrest means, but you could say that my war for me is Forrest's chase, using the word war. That could be Forrest. Whilst we were doing our chase, Forrest was doing his chase. And if it's probably too much information, but definitely the word thrill and chase are words that are worth looking up and trying to understand. But there's also another word that, okay, I won't use that word, I'll use the word go. So if you use the word go, which is in the poem, which is the question that Forrest asked, within that word, because that word means many other words. But within that word is potentially answers to the word go. That's not the word I really want to use, there is a different word. But within the word go, there are potentially answers that help you understand. Now, me and Davey talk, and it's hard to believe that people don't know what's going on, even though they give the impression that they don't know what's going on. So I don't believe in the slightest way. I don't believe in the slightest possible way that Forrest tried to prevent anybody solving the poem, finding answers, being able to achieve what was asked within the outrageous dare that was given. While some people believe that, Forrest tried to lead people away, Forrest pulled the chest, Forrest did this, Forrest did that. I mean, even the word subway, the picture in the office, could be read totally different using the word within the information that's in there. And I saw, I haven't watched Ben's show, David did, and he mentioned a few things, but the picture of the books on the table and Willie was his screenshot, which made me laugh. It's difficult to, just lately people have been saying they're going to do a show and they don't do a show. And being over here, I start to believe that I don't really want to wait up in the hope that they will do a show. Especially as the show that Ben did the other day was like long intro, quick show. It's like, God, if I'd have waited up for that and that was all there was, I'd been a little bit disappointed. So it's hard for me to dare to stay awake to watch if somebody goes live, even though I'd like to participate. It's sort of like 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. People go live. And whilst I want to be there, support whoever's live, I don't think that I want to be awake and then find out that it's only like 3 minutes or half an hour, waiting for nothing. So very quiet in chat today. Are you all eating your... So there's only 2 people in there, so you're probably all eating or doing whatever that you do. Or you're all watching Ben, so what do I like? In fact, it might only be me and someone else eating it, which is probably not a bad thing for everybody else because I've just been rambling on. So I'll leave it there then, if there is nobody else. Whoever you are, 3 people. Whoever you are, thank you for watching. I hope you've had a really good day, really enjoyed your meal. I'm not sure if you do it at 12, 1 o'clock, or when we do it in soft time or whatever. But I hope it all went well for you. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate your time and your cordiality as well. Ciao for now.